We all know it. The president won the Nobel Peace Prize, and we all have an opinion. Wait till you hear this one. There she is, Ms. Plastic Surgery. That's right, a beauty pageant for the aged. I mean the ages. And Granny can throw a javelin and a hammer and a shot put, and she's 100. What have you done lately? Hello again. In Los Angeles, everything is a meeting. You have a meeting to schedule a meeting, then you meet to prepare for your meeting, and then you have a meeting, and then 2 weeks later you meet to talk about the meeting. Is it any wonder we're in the position we're in? Look at our city. Look at our state. Nothing gets done until it's too late. Outgoing Police Chief William Bratton has been on the inside, and he knows how it all works.
And this city is almost a city that doesn't work in so many respects, and it's frustrating. Because the New York Minute, the reason that phrase is so appropriate for New York, things get done.
Our contributors tonight, civil rights attorney and radio talk show host Leo Terrell and doctor of social ethics, Charlotte Laws. And Charlotte, I'll start with you. Is Bratton right? Do we need to schedule a meeting about this? Who's to blame for the sloth-like manner of our local and state government?
Well, first of all, I want to say that a New York Minute, that's not what the meaning is. It apparently was derived in 1967 in Texas, and they were talking about the hurried and frenzied state of New Yorkers. But, bureaucracy is bureaucracy, and I don't think it's any different here than it is in New York or anywhere else in this country. We have a problem with, like the city will have deals for purchases, and they always pay 2 to 3 times more than a regular person would. I know because I'm on a council, and we deal with the same vendors that the city makes us use. But the truth is that there was a meeting this morning that Bratton and that the mayor and Zine were at, and I was actually invited by the mayor's office to attend this meeting, and they want to keep the police at current levels. And everybody feels that Bratton has done such a good job. But the truth is I don't think we should lower the levels of police. I think we should lower the levels of police and rather than keep them at current levels. I don't think Bratton has done anything different, really, than any other police chief would or could. And so I don't think his department stands out in the city as something that's a prime example of perfection.
Leo, I'll tell you, don't you think Bratton fired a parting shot here?
I think he was. You know what? It's very refreshing, Fred. It's about 7 years too late. Bratton is being very honest about the state of affairs of the city. And he's being honest because he's leaving the city. I respectfully disagree. Crime has gone down tremendously under Bratton's tenure. This city is in paralysis because of these city council members more focused on getting a new position and seeking another office than focusing on the budget. This city is $400 million in the red. And I got news for you. I support Bratton. Unlike his predecessors, the crime is down in this city, and this city is dysfunctional.
Violent crime.
Totally dysfunctional.
Violent crime has gone down since 1994. It's gone down 18% in this entire country. And property crime has gone down 20%
We're talking about Los
since
Angeles.
1973.
We're talking about Los
what
Angeles.
I'm saying is it's true across the board. It doesn't have anything specifically to do with Los Angeles.
This city is $400 million in the red, and that's due to the inept conduct of city council members who are focusing more on themselves and not the city as a whole.
Well, I agree that we need to get our house in order in Los Angeles, but I do believe this is a problem in every city across this country.
No, we're talking about Los Angeles.
All right. Go ahead, Leo. Take the last word. Go ahead.
No, we're talking about Los Angeles. And to broad stroke saying that this is the problem everywhere in the country is ignoring the problem here. $400 million in the red, poor management by city council members.
All right, let's move on. I think we can all agree on this. If you're drunk, you shouldn't be driving, and if you did it once, you can't be trusted. So if you're arrested for DUI in Los Angeles County, you'll be required to install an in-car breathalyzer. The driver must use it before starting the car. If you're drunk, the car won't start. This program has worked in New Mexico. If people can't police themselves, the police will handle it for you. You like it, Leo?
Thumbs up. Driving is a privilege. No rights at all, Fred. It's a privilege to drive in the streets. If you're going to drink and drive and run the risk of injuring people and you want to keep your driving rights, then the state and the city has a right to order you to test to make sure you're not drinking and driving. The breathalyzer device is an excellent idea. In New Mexico, they were number one in fatalities with DUIs. Once they install this, they drop 25 slots. It is a great idea. Thumbs way up.
Charlotte, what do you think? Are we infringing on people's rights here, or is it a good idea?
I agree that it's a good idea, and apparently this is in place in 37 states. And they say that it works better for second-time offenders or repeat offenders rather than first-time offenders. Apparently, the first-time offenders are able to get around the system somehow. A lot of times they claim they don't have a vehicle at all, and sometimes, they somehow slip through the cracks. But I do think overall it's a very good thing, and it also helps the offenders to be able to drive again so their family members don't have to be, hauling them here and there. So it's better for society as a whole. So it's funny because one of the most well-known of these ignition interlock systems is called the Determinator. So it's funny that the Terminator is putting the Determinator in place.
All right, let's move on now.